38,000 titles? Is that what you really have? Wow. It's too many. It's too many titles. I think you guys should scale back. Hey, I'm Joe from the Found Footage Festival.
I'm Nick, the other Found Footage Festival guy. We're at Beyond Video. Can't wait to browse. I spotted, okay, so there's two versions of American movie up here. Top three.
Number one movie of all time.
Yeah.
There will never be a better movie. I always watch it around Thanksgiving time. I think that's the time to watch it because there's a great Thanksgiving scene, and there's not a lot of Thanksgiving movies. So this is the ultimate Thanksgiving.
And a case for physical media, because if you stream this on or buy it on Prime, it doesn't have the great extras and commentaries and all that. So.
Oh, we got to include this one here. This is Chop and Steel.
I haven't seen it.
This is only second to American Movie. The American Movie, then it goes Chop and Steel after that. We made a documentary.
Yeah.
And our subject got angry towards the end. He was like, you always have this camera shoved up my ass.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, after like 2 weeks of shooting this, I was like, can we not film this? I'm kind of tired, you know? And
I was like, can we get the camera out of my ass? Yeah.
I would say, though, documentaries, if there's a genre I go to in a video store, it's documentaries. There are bad documentaries, but I feel like the batting average is higher.
When we premiered Chop and Steel at Tribeca, and playing at the same time was a documentary about John McEnroe. I don't know if it was this one.
I don't think it's that one.
It might. I don't know. I don't know how many John McEnroe documentaries there are. But he showed up at the same time.
That's right.
For the premiere.
The red carpet, yeah.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people thought like, oh, John McEnroe's coming to see Chop and Steel. He wasn't. He wasn't even close.
No, whoever works here has terrible taste. I don't see anything here.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yes, Les Blanc. Garlic is as good as 10 mothers. He's the master of the title.
And we drove past this town on tour one time in California. It's a garlic festival, and this is a documentary about a garlic festival. And within like 10 miles, you start smelling the town. And you stop off at like a gas station and they have garlic ice cream, and like it's just the whole town smells like garlic. And a lot of interesting characters at this festival. So Les Blanc is sort of the fly on the wall.
You got to include Heavy Metal Parking Lot.
Oh,
this is definitely a house fave here. I mean, this is local
Somewhat
too.
local,
this is our buddy Jeff Krulik and John Hine. This is their masterpiece. Old Joy, that's one that I watched recently, and I was like halfway through, I was like, what is this? I can't turn this movie off, and I don't understand it at all. And then I watched it, and it really left an impression on me.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't forgotten this movie, and not much happens.
Yeah.
Not much happens at all. But I don't know, maybe that's the thing. I have an autofocus story. It was on HBO in the background while I sat down on the couch with my dad, and I was catching up, and how have you been, and everything. And the off scene is happening the whole time I'm talking to my dad and catching up. And I'm just like, I have it in the corner of my eye the whole time, but my dad doesn't notice it. And I'm like searching around for the remote to turn the goddamn channel.
Yeah, you would have done both of yourselves a favor if you could find it and change the channel.
He didn't notice, luckily.
Yeah.
But they're both like casually f***ing off and
together,
just having a conversation while my dad and I are having a conversation. It's just, I didn't like that. Right when I moved to New York, John Waters had a film festival of all of his movies. And if you left after the first one, it cost $50. If you left after the second one, it cost $40. And if you left, and so on. And if you stayed all through the night until like 7 a.m., you got it for free. And I was so broke, I stayed the whole night.
A place to stay for the night.
Yeah. So that night was kind of a blur. Pee-wee's Playhouse is really what brought Nick and I together.
That's true.
When I first met Nick, I don't know, probably within the first 10 minutes, we were talking about Pee Wee Herman. I learned that Nick was a fan club member. I didn't even know he had a fan club. Finally, I've been searching for this on some sort of format, Gummo.
Yeah.
It
was VHS only for a long time.
This is brand new. Everybody should rent this. This is in my top, I would say, 15 favorite movies of all time. I think about this movie all the time. Oh, you got Trash Humpers?
Yep. That was another one that was tough to find for a while.
Yeah, Trash Humpers, yeah. No, we saw that at South by Southwest.
Yeah.
And Harmony Korine was going to be there to introduce it, and then he didn't show up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I met him recently, and he just wore like a Mexican wrestler mask the whole time, without any explanation, which is on brand.
Nick, I'm going to do one where I close my eyes and I just pull one off the shelf.
Okay.
Would you guess that you will have seen this movie or have
I would
not?
say yes.
You would say yes.
Yes.
I'm just going to close my eyes.
All right.
We're going way up top. We're grabbing this one right here.
Okay.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Yeah.
Krippendorf's
Yes.
Tribe.
Yes. Okay. Thank God I've seen Krippendorf's Tribe.
What's it about? Prove it.
I don't remember.
Oh, I don't know if he's seen it.
I've seen it.
I think he's just saying that.
I've seen it, but
Who's in it?
Richard Dreyfuss is the lead.
Okay. Who directed it?
Yeah, growing up, my family only rented and watched comedies. No dramas. These guys who did Airplane and all the Naked Gun movies started up the Kentucky Fried Theater in Madison, which is where we grew up. There's something about, I think, being in a college town in a fairly, rural state very far removed from show business that like breeds outsiders who can come up with funny ideas that kind of make fun of movies and other tropes that are so foreign to you being in the middle of the country. That's my theory. I don't know.
And I was down at spring break in Florida. I played on a baseball team in college, and they were like free Duckman shirts, and there wasn't a long line by the free Duckman shirts, and I was like, oh, I'll take one, and I got
Jason
it.
Alexander animated series. All the bikini girls are like clamoring for that.
None of the other fellow baseball players wanted it. You went out and went to a video store, and you're like, I want to take Krippendorf's
Yes.
Tribe. Was it the family that decided, or was it just
my
you?
sister and I would go down to Video Country. It had to be. We usually get 2
I
rentals.
want to find out what year Krippendorf's Tribe came out. I just really want to catch Nick in a lie right now.
I have seen Krippendorf's Tribe because I made fun of it with my sister for how bad it was.
98.
Okay. So
No, you wouldn't have been.
I would have been
you
in
would have
college.
Yeah.
But I might have been back.
No. Nope. There's no way.
Well, I have seen it. I've seen Krippendorf's Tribe. What reason would I have to lie about it?
I don't know. You tell me. Nick, get up on my shoulders because I want you to grab a couple videos over there.
Sure, yeah.
This is actually for rent. You guys are actually renting this? So somebody can come up and get the Playgirl morning workout. And everybody should.
I rented that with my sister at Video Country. I remember it like clear as day. I don't know what other people did in high school. If they didn't watch like bad TV or, weird videos, like I just don't know what else people did.
You guys have a big Everything is Terrible section over here. Do you have a found footage festival section? Please say yes.
Not seeing
All right.
any. You know what?
I don't know if
taking
I'm
my
signing
business
the,
elsewhere.
I don't know if I'm signing the release on this one.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, no, you do. You do have Found Footage Festival. You have Volume 9. Here we go.
Okay.
Redeemed. You only have one Found Footage Festival thing
All
here.
right,
But
well-
actually, Volume 9 is a fantastic one to have on the shelf
Just
here.
saying, I've been doing it for 2 decades now. Maybe you have more than one volume.
Been doing it longer than
but-
Everything is Terrible.
Yeah,
Been doing it longer than most people.
Did it
but
while they were still in diapers, but
exactly.
Okay.
Yep. All right, we got our rentals, and
Why don't you go first?
Yeah, I got hit celebrity TV commercials. It's just a compilation of celebrities and commercials.
Oh.
I don't know what. Yeah, like
What's not to like?
great in the background. I also got the unauthorized Full House story. Sounds a little trashy. I
Yeah.
think it was straight to video. I want to hear more about Jodie Sweetin. And then I wanted to see what the competition are up to, so I got Everything is Terrible's memory hole VHS. So
I hope it sucks.
I'm sure it is. It's gonna
Yeah.
be terrible.
I went with the Alien Factor, the local Baltimore hero. I'm hoping for some non-erotic male nudity in this one. Hope I'm not disappointed. Oh, this one's called Hustler Squad, and I got it just because of the cover art. It looked like somebody at the county fair that did airbrush t-shirts did the cover for the VHS tape. That's a strong enough recommendation. And then Rat Boy was an everyday on HBO
I remember that
Robert
cover.
Townsend movie
Yeah.
with the little boy who looked like a rat that I remember thinking was the worst movie I'd ever seen. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to rewatch it.
You didn't get Krippendorf's Tribe?
Seen it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. With your sister, right?
Well, I don't remember the context, but I've seen it.
Well, you seemed confident when you said it was with your sister.
That's how we'd rent movies.
In 1998?
Well, no, but
Probably came
before
out in
that.
99, actually. So
No.
even further removed.
Yeah. Jenna Elfman is in it. I remember that.
Well, I remember it from the cover, too.
Okay.